normal order book or a normal AMM-like structure is at least fundamentally incompatible with that kind of asset. If you want to trade with them, you need an infrastructure that knows about the properties that those assets have.
Okay, so having that marketplace of funds.
Yeah, marketplace of funds.
To have a high value, good UX marketplace of funds.
Yeah, and also one that's a market that is structured the way that they need their market to be structured.
Yeah. Do you see any examples of that? I mean, that's essentially where Dan was going. But do you see where do you see that in the market?
Okay, well let me give you an example. The liquid staking tokens, which is the wrapped versions that you get for participating in a proof of stake consensus algorithm on any blockchain, right? Yep. So ETH moved to proof of stake, Cardano's proof of stake, Radix's proof of stake, Say's proof of stake. There are lots of these types of liquid wrapping tokens that are available, and for some of them, rather than have a rebasing mechanism, which is generally incompatible with DeFi, they will instead just let the wrapped asset slowly appreciate in value over the underlying, right? So it's almost like the interest rate accumulates to the token.
Yeah. But then where does it go?
Well, I mean, it's always there, right? It's just that the block rewards from validating get accumulated to like a vault, and that means that the token that you have on a pro rata basis is worth the same.
Yeah.
But the actual number of tokens that you can redeem for it are going up.
Oh, okay. So you are getting the gains.
You're getting the gains, exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, what about if you want to create liquidity for that, right? And there's a lot of legitimate reasons to do that because things like unbonding periods can take long periods of time and so on. There might be a withdrawal queue. And so people might want to swap their wrapped asset for the underlying, on a decentralized exchange.
Okay.
But for AMMs, the only way that the price can change is if someone performs an actual trade.
Yeah, and changes that balance.
Exactly. And so this is like a very specific problem that the conventional decentralized exchange space has faced with the emergence of LSTs as being sort of a saturating, asset that people want exposure to.
Yeah.
And so being able to create a market that is aware that the underlying the token that's being made markets with is actually appreciating in value at a predictable rate.
Okay.
Is something that I think is worthy of close attention.
Yeah.
And that's just that's a mirror image for what it might look like to have a T-bill or something like that, right? Which is also improving in value over time at a predictable rate.
Yeah.
And so a normal order book or a normal AMM-like structure is at least fundamentally incompatible with that kind of asset.
Okay.
Right, and there are so many of these, right? It could be like insurance-linked securities behave this way that have a specific and well-defined yield profile over time, unless there's a catastrophic event that causes everything to get liquidated.
Right.
And so those instruments, if you want to trade with them, you need an infrastructure that knows about the properties that those assets have.
And so for every asset, does that need to be specifically determined? Or is there this flexible framework that you can just plug anything into?
It is determined specifically for the asset.
Yeah.
And so that means that you need an infinitely flexible marketplace that can accommodate any asset regardless of what its properties are. Yeah, and that's what we haven't had for a long time, and that's where my research has been focused over the last 2 years.
That's fascinating. It makes me think of structured products.
Exactly.
2.0.
Yeah.
Because it's because structured products, you're taking the risk, you're taking the reward, you're extrapolating them out and then rebuilding them however you see fit.
Correct.
This is like doing that, but with other properties as well.
Yeah. And the reality is that once once the paradigm of the protocol is determined, then it becomes very easy to work out which assets are now described, and which ones might be like an edge case, and which ones might need further development.
Yeah.
But for the ones that are described, it's actually more efficient to run it on a blockchain than it is on a conventional SQL style, centralized exchange. Yep. So I actually do think, coming back to the Ethereum ethos, right, of programmable, markets.
Yeah. programmable.
We should really lean into that because we can outperform centralized exchanges, and I think we're about to.
Yeah, you think we're hitting that tipping point?
Where
How many years do you think?
We're on the precipice.
Yeah. So like 3 years, 5 years.
Okay, in terms of technological capabilities, I think we're right there.
Okay.
Already here.
Okay.
In terms of adoption, really hard to say. You know, nothing gives crypto more adoption than green candles, right?
It's a green candle.
When the price is going up, people all of a sudden become interested in using the technology.
Yeah, yeah.
And so Bitcoin is just down 20% today, and so that might frighten the fish for a little while.
It's down 20% today.
Today. Yeah.
What happened?
No one knows.
Yeah.
But but you understand what I'm saying. The technology will be here. Like we continue building no matter what.
Yes.
And so whenever
the market will be doing this,
ready,
and as the technology is
when people arrive, we want to have we'll be there suit and tie with a protocol that works for whatever it is that they want to use it for.
I love it. Well, I hope to be there right beside you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Well, yeah, lots of interesting stuff coming out of Bancor. Lots more to hear from. So yeah, thank you for joining us. Thank you for speaking.
You're very welcome.
It's great. Yeah, I'd love to do longer interview too. Like I feel like we could just like.
I'm here until Thursday, so if you want to book me for something, I'd be more than happy.
Yeah, perfect. Great. Let's do it. We'll find a cool venue, or we'll rent a spot or something, or we'll get set up. Yeah.
Great.
We're good. Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Awesome, man. Man, you're fascinating to talk to. And at dinner tonight, the other night, I really enjoyed the conversation.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Your approach is. I feel like we've got a lot of interesting people here. Actually, I've been enjoying a lot.
It's a good crowd. I've met a bunch of people downstairs that I haven't met before, and it's been thrilling, honestly.
Yeah. Does it tend to be a lot of the same people?
I mean, cryptocurrency conferences are a very small and incestuous community.
Yeah.
So I do meet a lot of the same people, year in, year out.
Yeah.
But then, just here today, there were two people I've never met before. We've been around in the same space since 2016.
Oh wow.
And it looks like there's a lot of stuff that we can, maybe not do together immediately, but like we're headed in the same direction.
Yeah.
I've made a lot of good connections already, and it's only 12:30.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's only 12:30. Yeah. Well, that helps too when you're speaking.
Yes, it does.
Because people see you. That's interesting, and then they come up to you after.
And thank you so much for that opportunity. It was a really terrific panel. The guests were great. Moderator was great.